What's going on, crypto fam? Big Rob here from Sin City Crypto. It is official. BlackRock has filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF. Now, this needs to be approved by the SEC, but this is the biggest name to ever apply for the Bitcoin spot ETF. The last one to get denied was Van Eck, which was denied back in March. And they're currently going through litigation on that whole process. But there is a twist to the story. So let's take a look here. You have the BlackRock filing the spot Bitcoin ETF, but Coinbase is the custodial agent of the Bitcoin. Now, if you're not familiar with a spot Bitcoin ETF compared to, say, a futures, the futures Bitcoin ETF, that trades off the speculation of where the price will be, but there's actually no physical custodian of Bitcoin. It's just more of a bet on the price. Now, a spot Bitcoin ETF is a way that traditional investors through the stock market can buy Bitcoin and never physically custody it themselves. And they can rely on the custodial agents, which is whoever is running the ETF. So in this situation, it would be BlackRock. So this has a pretty good chance to get approved, right? You have the largest asset manager in the world with over $10 trillion under management, with the entire crypto market cap falling at around $1 trillion. It's about 1/10 of their entire market cap of crypto is the 1/10 of the market cap of assets under management for BlackRock. So it's safe to say that the Bitcoin would be something that they could adequately custody, right? Now, this isn't the first time that BlackRock has gotten into crypto. Now, here in this article, it does say that they took their first steps on Thursday. So that's today as of filming, and it has been a long due process. We'll just leave it at that. So now I want to talk about some of the details here. So as I mentioned, this is not the first time BlackRock has ventured into crypto, and it's not the first time that they have discussed offering crypto trading. Now, they do have exposure to crypto companies as well. They have over $384 million invested into mining companies with names that we might recognize like Marathon and Riot. Also, don't forget that they are a big holder of MicroStrategy stocks. They own over 5% of MicroStrategy's company as well. And it was in 2021, during the height of the bull market, there, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, came out and said the company was studying Bitcoin, but at the time he kind of dismissed it as a little too premature. But all the while, they're in the background building. Now, 2022, early 2022, they did come out and say that they were preparing to offer crypto trading. Now, we haven't seen a product yet, but this ETF seems as though that is what's going to be their version of crypto trading. It makes sense. Now, in a recent quote here at a convention, David Hirsch, who is the chief of crypto asset and cyber unit within the SEC division of enforcement, said that the prospect of a spot Bitcoin ETF issues an adequate system of issuance versus the traditional crypto exchanges. In other words, stock market can do its stock market thing and let people exchange crypto there versus a custodial agent like Coinbase and Binance. And so we get back to this situation where, is this good for the space? I would like to know your thoughts. We read all of our comments. We try to reply to all of them as well, but put in the chat and in the description below, is this a net positive or a net negative for the crypto industry? BlackRock has manipulated many different industries, and they are deemed the enemy of the state when it comes to free thinkers and basically breaking the mold away from traditional finance and going into the crypto space. One of the things that has appealed to me in crypto, why I am so bullish on the idea, is that you have a private money that isn't controlled by any organization or governments. And so with a company with over $10 trillion in assets under management, with close ties to different branches of government, is this good for our space? I'd like to know your thoughts, and then we'll keep an open discussion in the comments below. Now, this is pretty bullish for the price of Bitcoin. Whether or not you think it's good for the space, whether or not this is bad for decentralization, let's push that to the side. Let's table that question for later. But let's be real. There's going to be a ton of money coming into the market. Now, with the spot Bitcoin ETF, for every Bitcoin purchased through the ETF, they need to go and physically buy the Bitcoin on the back end. Now, they don't buy 1-to-1 at the exact minute and they trade. They do have to settle up at the end of the month. So with an ETF, there is arbitrage opportunities, but they should be pretty minute. And the price of Bitcoin and the price of the ETF's Bitcoin should be pretty comparable. But there will be big swings in the market when the end of the month comes around for the ETF. So price action is going to skyrocket. It's going to be a lot of new people. Institutions now have a pathway to invest into crypto. And if you're a company and you were worried about, hey, if I do buy crypto, where am I going to store it? What do I do with this seed phrase? Is this going to be a liability? Is the SEC going to come after me if I have crypto? Well, the answer to this now is not through this means. And so if you go through the ETF, you're a company, you now have a lane for crypto adoption, at least through Bitcoin. So very bullish for me in this space. Is it good for crypto overall? I'd like to have that conversation, but for price action, mass adoption, and institutions to come in, very bullish. And also, let's not forget the SEC still needs to pass this ETF application. It has denied many before. But if there's anybody that can get through it, it is probably Blackrock. Well, this is Big Rob signing out. Come check out our live show Monday through Friday. We are live at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and 11 Pacific. Till then, peace.